Hi everybody, my name is Cleo from East End Children's Center and welcome to another video of Around Our World. Today we're going to learn about the country Mexico. Mexico is a country in the continent of North America, and that's the continent that we live in Canada. It's another country in the continent of North America. Mexico is the southernmost one, all the way at the bottom. Mexico. Today we're going to learn about Mexico. We're going to learn a little bit of Spanish, the language that is the most popular in Mexico. We are going to read a story all about what it's like for a little girl named Rosa living in Mexico and what her day is like. Caregivers, if you want to print or draw the craft for the end of this video, it is in the description box underneath this video. If you click show more, you'll find it. You can either print or draw it out. We're gonna be making some tacos. Tacos are a Mexican food. Okay, let's get to singing our hello song. Hello world, hello world, hello world, hello, hello, hello. Today we learn to say hello in Spanish. In Spanish, we say hello by saying hola. 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 ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Hola. Hola. Doggy. Hola. Grover says hola. Hola. Who do you think it's gonna be? My favorite owl. Hola, owl. Hola, hola, hola. Hola, world. Hola, world. Hola, world. Hello, hello, hello. Hola, everyone. First and foremost, we're going to read our story called Living in Mexico. Today's story is called Living in Mexico by Chloe Perkins. And there are all the different cities in Mexico. Monterrey, Guadalajara, Mexico City, Acapulco, Cancun. Maybe you've heard of these places or been to them before. This is all about this person's day living in Mexico. Living in Mexico. Hola. That means hi in Spanish. My name is Rosa, and I live in Mexico. Mexico is a country in North America, in the continent of North America, where more than 120 million people live, including me. That's more people than who live in Canada. 120 million people live in Mexico. Wow. Mexico is a beautiful country. Many people come here to visit the pretty beaches and deserts, or to hike in the rainforests and the mountains. The weather in Mexico is very different from place to place. Near the ocean and near the rainforest, the weather is hot and humid. It feels like the air is wet when it's humid. It's very, very hot and humid near the ocean and the rainforest in Mexico. In the mountains and on the plateau, the weather is dry and mild. It's more like a desert. It's dry. But it's not as hot as a desert. It's mild in temperature. Mexico has two big deserts in the north. The deserts are home to many plants and animals, like roadrunners, there's the roadrunner up top, mountain lions, and cactuses that can grow up to 60 feet tall. Wow. Maybe the adult that you're with is only 5 or 6 feet tall. Cactuses can be 60 feet tall, like 10 times taller. 2 mountain ranges run down Mexico's east and west sides. Between the mountains is the Mexican Plateau, and that's where a lot of people live. They live on the plateau, the Mexican Plateau. Between the mountains, Mexico's capital city, Mexico City, is on the plateau. It was built on top of an ancient city. Guadalajara holds a yearly festival for a special kind of Mexican music called mariachi. And there's the mariachi band in Guadalajara. Cancun has some of the best beaches in the world. And Oaxaca is home to colorful festivals and folk art. See the dancing and the music? Lots to do in Mexico City, lots of culture, lots of traditions. I, Rosa says, live in La Paz, a city on the Baja California Peninsula of Mexico. I live with my mom, dad, brother, and sister. Do you live with someone? Who do you live with? Is it the same as Rosa? I do not live with my family. I live with my friends, so I'm different than Rosa. My parents work for a sailing company. They take people on sailboats to see the gray whales. I love watching the whales. I want to study whales when I grow up. Oh, Rosa wants to be a whale scientist when she grows up. What do you want to be when you grow up? Every morning, I get ready for school. I brush my teeth and put on my school uniform. A uniform is when you wear the same kinds of clothes to school every day. So maybe her uniform has to be white and blue, and it has to be the skirt and the button-up, and that's her uniform that she has to wear to school every day. And everybody has to wear the same thing at a school with a uniform every day. I brush my teeth and put on my school uniform. Then I comb my hair neatly. In Mexico, it's important to look neat and clean for school. For breakfast, we eat fried eggs, beans, and sauce on a tortilla. A tortilla is a round, flat piece of bread. Have you had a tortilla before? Tortillas come from Mexico. After breakfast, my mom and dad drive me to school. My brother and sister go to a school for younger kids. Maybe it's like a kindergarten school or a preschool, I don't know. I put my things away and talk to my friends about our reports. We are learning about archaeology. Archaeology is the study of ancient cultures, very, very old civilizations from planet Earth. There are many places in Mexico where the remains of ancient cities still stand, where there's maybe old buildings that help tell us a little bit about the way people lived in that space hundreds or thousands of years ago. School starts at 8 o'clock each morning. The first half of the day is taught in Spanish. And then after snack time, we are taught in English. I speak both languages. Hola, hello, is what is on the chalkboard. Maybe if you go to a French immersion school, is that how your French immersion school goes? French in the morning, English in the afternoon? When do you learn French at your school? Our first lesson in Spanish is about Mexico's history. 10,000 years ago, people in the region started coming together to farm the land so that they would have something to eat. They started farming. Then the Olmec people began growing many of the things we have today. They started growing corn and beans and cotton on that land in Mexico. Then the Olmecs split into different groups. They split into groups where one of them is actually called the Mayans. Maybe you've heard of the Mayan people before. I think they're famous for sundials, which are a type of clock. Between 1325 CE and 1519 CE, a long, long time ago, the Aztec people conquered many groups and brought them together. They built pyramids and temples, and they created jewelry and art, and they lived in huge cities. There are some of the things they built behind them. Then explorers came, and they claimed the land of the Aztecs for Spain. The Spanish conquered more and more people, and they took their land. They kind of stole it from the Aztecs. And they called the colony New Spain. They stole that land from the Aztecs. It's a process of colonization. That's a big word, colonization. They added this land that it was the Aztecs' land to the colonies of Spain, to other places that belonged to Spain. Spain ruled over this land from the Aztecs for almost 300 years. Then the people there wanted their own country. They wanted to be free. So they fought. They fought many battles with Spain. And they won their freedom about 200 years ago. Exactly 200 years ago. And New Spain became Mexico. They became independent from Spain. They said, you don't own this land anymore. We're going to break away. We're going to be our own country, and we're going to call ourselves Mexico. After our history lesson, we have a snack. Today's snack is juicy pineapple, sprinkled with chili powder and lime juice. After we clean up, we start our math lesson in English. Is that a snack you think you might like? A Mexican snack, this Mexican pineapple snack with chili powder and lime juice? I really like math, says Rosa. Look, I got a 10 on my math test. In Mexico, we are graded with numbers instead of letters, and a 10 is the best score you can get. A 10 out of 10 is the best you can get. No A, B, C, D. We have geography and science lessons, and then school is over at 2 o'clock. My family picks me up for lunch. In Mexico, lunch is the most important meal of the day. My parents get a break from work to eat lunch with us. For lunch, we are eating quesadillas. Quesadillas are like a sandwich. There's cheese and beans and chicken, and they all go on top of a tortilla. And then you put another tortilla on top, and you cook it. Have you had a quesadilla before? They're very yummy, very easy to make. As we eat, we talk about our day. After lunch, my brother, sister, and I go to our after-school programs. In Mexico, many kids attend after-school programs while their parents work. My little brother and sister play soccer. I take a special art class for older kids. We're learning about Diego Rivera and Frida Kahlo, two famous Mexican artists from the 1900s. Frida Kahlo is very, very famous. Here are some of her artworks. Our parents pick us up when their work is over and we go home. In Mexico, we have a holiday in November called the Day of the Dead, Días de los Muertes. We celebrate the lives of family and friends who have died. There are big parades and celebrations. Maybe if you've ever seen the movie Coco before, you might recognize this celebration. The whole movie happens during the celebration, the Day of the Dead. I helped my mom make a special bread and we will eat it at the parade tomorrow. My brother and sister put up pretty paper banners to decorate the house for the holiday. Dinner time! In Mexico, dinner is usually a light meal. Tonight we're having chilled avocado soup. Avocado soup, I've never heard of that before. Looks yummy. I like that the soup is green. I think that's really cool. Green soup. I've never seen that before. Before bed, I read my book about whales, fish, and dolphins around the world. Someday, I'm gonna sail to different countries and see them. Would you like to visit Mexico someday? What would you be most excited to do or eat or see? I want to see the Day of the Dead celebration and I want to eat quesadillas. All about Mexico. And that's the end of our story, Living in Mexico by Chloe Perkins.
Wasn't that a great story? I think we got a really good sense of what it's like to go to school and be a little kid in Mexico. And we saw lots of delicious snacks and foods, didn't we? Some quesadillas. We're going to do a craft for tacos, which are also a Mexican food. And the link for that is in the description underneath this video. And if you like, while you decorate your taco, you can listen to me read Dragons Love Tacos too, because it's such a silly book and it's about tacos, which once again are a Mexican food. I hope you enjoyed doing that craft. I hope you enjoyed learning about what it's like to live in Mexico. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit of Spanish. Hola, hello. And I can't wait to see you guys in another Around Our World video. The playlist link for Around Our World is also in the description box underneath this video. I can't wait to see you again. Bye!